Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. Now, you all have been dogging me a little bit lately because I haven't been showing as many budget knives on the channel. Well, guess what? Buckle up, Buttercup, because I have one budget knife after the other coming up. And I mean, you better be watching out. So if you're in the budget category, I'm always in the budget category. I show what shows up to the channel to be shown, right? But these are two new, brand spanking new budget knives from MIGURON. And if you know they're MIGURON, you know they're going to be some good stuff, right? Now check this out. We're going to start out with this bad boy. This is one of 4 variants of the new MIGURON knives, Talism. Would you look at it? Just look at it. And there's 4 different variants. I'll show you the other variants here in just a minute. But this is some white micarta. And no, it's not clean. It needs washed. But look at this. It has a little bit of texture, and it's just the right amount of texture. And this one here is also a reversible deep carry clip sitting on top of the scales. But this, listen, I'm gonna I'm gonna ruin it right now. Would it be ruin it? Or I'm gonna tell you right now, this is 30 bucks. This is a $30 knife from MIGURON. So yeah, let's check it out. We have a reversible clip. It has a G10 backspacer. This one is black PVD coated. And look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at this blade. It's not a large knife. My hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. And I'm jumping right into it, baby. It has comfortable ergos. This is one of those knives you'll throw in your pocket and it'll be an everyday utility knife, everyday working knife, everyday carry folding pocket knife. I mean, how many ways can I say it? Look at that. That is a gorgeous knife, especially for $30. Now, the fit, left and right, up and down, it's solid as a rock. You have plenty of room for sharpening. You have a forward choil. It has a good lockup. I don't know if you're able to see it or not. It has a good lockup. And coming back here, it is centered. We have a centered blade, and it has a nice fuller. Check this out. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So it's multiple deployment also. It has a very strong, I mean, that comes out with authority. Very nice detent. And here's a look at this. Check this out. Good job on the jimping. No matter where your finger falls, your skin grabs that jimping. And look at this. It's so easy to deploy. Now, as far as your pass-through, the pass-through is not hateful at all. It's not bad. You have ample room to get in there to that liner lock, and I don't have to squish my thumb. It's not uncomfortable. It doesn't hurt. So if you're a flipper and a fidgeter and a flipper, I can't think of other words. But if you like to use your knife as something like I do, that while you're thinking or working on the computer or something, you also like to do a little fidgeting, this one is a good, snappy fidgeter. Let me wipe that blade off there. It has a gorgeous blade. Now, this is D2 steel. There's some folks that are like, oh, I don't like D2. Well, I would argue, what's wrong with D2? And do you live next to the ocean? I live in a very humid part of the Midwest, and I don't have problems with D2. I don't know. Maybe some folks just are really sweaty and they don't clean off their blades, but I like D2 steel. It is a fantastic steel. It sharpens well, and it also enables you to get knives in the $30 range, which is awesome. Now, this bad boy from tip to tip is 6.98 inches long. Closed, it's 3.95 inches. So it's a 4-inch knife when it's closed. Your sharpen length is 2.8 inches. So if you have a restriction of 3-inch blades, you're coming under the 3-inch mark. And you know, I just can't help but say it. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm hoping you're having a very good day today. Let me know in the comments. And every Friday night, Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. We have a lot of fun. We do a 4-hour live stream from around 8:15 to midnight Eastern time. A lot of times it goes longer, sometimes it goes shorter, but usually around a 4-hour live stream every Friday night where we give away knives just like this. That's not the reason for the giveaway, or it's not the reason for the live streams, but it sure does make it fun. For size comparison, here's the QSP Penguin, because everybody should have a Penguin, right? So if you have a Penguin, it is right in that medium size category. Here's the Vosteed Raccoon, the Raccoon. The Raccoon is longer. What's another knife I have sitting over here? Here is going up a notch. This is not a budget knife, but this is a Spyderco Shaman. You can see that this would probably make for a great secondary carry if you carry a Shaman. And what is something else I have sitting over here? Here's one that I've been flipping and flicking lately. This is the Grow Bear Fly. This is another D2 knife that's I mean, if you're looking for knives under $30, we're right at the $30 mark. That's where I'm getting you. I'm going to put out a new series, not a new series, but I'm paying more attention to the budget oriented, because I know when I got into pocket knives, it was all the $30 knives, and that's what I was buying because that's what I could afford, right? And here is the brand new. Are you ready for it? Oh, yeah. Check that out. It's so long it won't hardly fit on the screen. This is the MIGURON Perism. Now this one right here, this is one that everyone could carry. You could get this as a gift for someone. This one also has 4 different variants, but look at that. Classic drop point blade. MIGURON knows how to shape their blades. They know how to grind their blades, and it has a big forward choil up front, and it has adequate pass-through. I've already messed with this knife. I've already played with it. Don't play with knives, kids. But look at this. Great action. It's even the same story as the last one. Now, you saw me compare the last one, the Talism, to the other knives. This one is a little bit longer. So if you have a little bit larger hands, this one is going to be probably more comfortable for you. These run from 26 to 29 bucks, underneath the $30 range. And I'm really surprised because you get good quality with MIGURON knives, and it has cage ceramic ball bearings. It's rock solid. It feels like a fixed blade. There's no movement at all. And then the ergos on this one, you know the size of my hand, right? I have plenty of room. Nice neutral ergos, so it's not forcing your fingers in any weird spots and coming up and hitting you anywhere weird. So that is very much appreciated. Now, one thing I did notice is it does not have a reversible clip. And one thing that's good about this clip is that it's inset into the liners. So less than 30 bucks, and they inset it into the liners. That's a major plus. It's a drawback for 10% of the population that are left-handed, or if you're like me and you like to switch and have a knife in both pockets, this will be one that I will not carry in my left pocket. However, I will carry it in my left rear pocket because then it will be held correctly. So just a little PSA, whenever your knife is in your pocket, you should make sure that the blade opening side is always against the seam and not towards the inside of your pocket. If something were to happen and the blade came open and you went to get something out of your pocket, that is not a fun experience. Not that I've ever done that before or twice, but this one right here, this bad boy, from tip to tip is 7.7 inches long. Closed, it's 4.27. So this is about 1/3 of an inch longer closed than the other one. This one comes in at 3.06 for your sharpen length, and then at 3.75 ounces, about 138 grams, and 26 to 29 bucks. This is a fantastic, you talk about a good gift knife, or if you're wanting a knife you could take fishing or throw in the truck or have in the toolbox or whatever. I mean, wow. You can't beat it. You can't beat either one of these. I would say the only thing, if I was deciding on what next knife to get in the budget realm, would be either the blade shape and the extra opening method that you get with the Talism right here, or if you need a little bit more handle because of the size of your hand, that might be something to take into consideration. And this one, I can't remember if I showed you what it looks like in my hand. This one, it fits. I have large width hands, but it still fits. Now, if you have XL hands, I would say this knife's going to be too small. It's probably going to be just a little too small for you. And if you have big sausage fingers, you might not be able to use that forward choil because you might end up hitting the heel right here. Now, this one right here, same story. It's just kind of like the front part of your knife for doing light cutting. But if you're really getting into it, you're going to want to be back here, back behind this guard or the flipper. That way you can really get into your push cuts. When I'm cutting cardboard, I really prefer to do push cuts. It gives me just a better angle, a little more strength, and a little more slicing when I do that. But this, hey, you know, I'm happy. It's 2 MIGURON knives for $30 or less. I mean, we'll talk about them on the live stream every Friday night. Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. I'll do more size comparisons, and that's where, if you have questions about any of the knives that you've seen on Beez Blades, every Friday night we have a 4-hour live stream. That's what we do. We just hang out. You don't have to be a knife aficionado. Just come and watch, and you'll see the comments, and you'll see we don't talk about politics or religion or anything controversial. It's just fun. It's the hangout where we talk about new knives and new gear and what everybody just got, because a lot of us knife nerds and knife collectors and knife enthusiasts, we don't have other people to talk about knives with that are as enthused as we are. That's where we do it, is on the live streams. So I hope to see you there, and we give away knives just like this. So go watch this video. You'll really enjoy that. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the Hive stream, remember, Live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.